Yo, welcome back to the channel. If you caught the first one, it was over the South region. This is Wes on the World. This is Wes on March Madness. We're doing the bracket challenge. As you can see here, we got 23% completion because we just got done with the South region. And now we're heading over to the Midwest region. How do you think things are going to shake out here? Let's jump into it with the 116 matchup. Houston versus North Kentucky. Pick Houston. I'm fun. I'm not stupid. In the 8-9 matchup, we got Iowa and Auburn. Now, I really like Auburn in the way they've played all year, but my pick, Iowa. They're better at the three, at the line, and they foul less. Let's go Hawkeyes. In the 5-12 matchup, we have Miami versus Drake. And in this matchup, although I very much like Drake's shooting, better from outside the three, they out-rebound the Hurricanes. I like Miami's defensive tenacity. They're quicker on the steals. They get more blocks. They protect the rim. They are just tenacious, like I said. Miami in this 5-12 matchup. Very slim, though. Very slim. In the 4-13 matchup, we have Indiana versus Kent State. And our pick, Indiana. Bro, they swept Purdue. Like, are we serious here? They swept Purdue. Indiana. In the 6-11 matchup, in the 11 seed play-in that starts tonight, I believe, I actually have Pittsburgh over Mississippi State in that game. And I have Pittsburgh over Iowa State in this game. I don't know. I feel something about this Pittsburgh team. And I think they can make some moves with those two, in particular, the play-in game tonight. And I think they'll upset Iowa State. In the 3-14 matchup, we have Xavier versus Kennesaw State. And, ladies and gentlemen, Kennesaw State. My personal Cinderella this year. I know Xavier should be the slam dunk in this competition, but I saw the way Kennesaw State erupted when they got chosen in. I saw the tenacity. I got intrigued. I saw the tenacity that they played with. They are on fire, and I think they're going to ride this wave of momentum, and they are going to dance through the tournament. Oh, yeah. In the 7-10 matchup, we have Texas A&M and Penn State in a battle of two teams that I feel should have been seeded higher. But irregardless of that, it's going to be two teams that have to play each other very evenly matched, but I just think that Penn State's a slight more disciplined, and they'll come out with the victory in this game. Penn State over A&M. And then in the 2-15 matchup, we got Texas and Colgate. And our pick, Texas. Duh. And that's going to bring us back up to the top for the second round matchups. In the 1-8, we have Houston versus Iowa. And I actually going with Iowa in this one. I do not trust Houston. I just don't. I like the way Iowa plays basketball. They play sound. They play strong. And Houston's been hit or miss, even in their wins. I don't really like them. So I'm not trusting Houston in this one, even though the tournament final is in Houston. Not trusting it. We're going with Iowa in this one. In the 4-5 matchup, you have Indiana and Miami. My pick, Indiana. I don't believe Miami deserved to be seated higher than Indiana, Iowa, or Penn State. Hold this L, Miami. In the 11-14 matchup, we have Pitt versus Kennesaw State, and two teams that I absolutely love. I love the way Pitt's playing. I love the way Kennesaw State plays. But I'm going to go with Kennesaw State. Like I said before, I see something in this team. And although I like Pitt, something about Kennesaw gives me a buzz. Yes, pun intended. In the 2-10 matchup, we have Texas and Penn State. And I'm going to go with Texas in this one. They're the more physical players. They get to the bucket. They defend better. It's going to be a close game because Penn State is feisty. But we're going with Texas in this one. Now to the Midwest semifinal. We're going to look at the 4-8 matchup. Yes, 4-8 matchup. Indiana and Iowa. And I'm going to go with Indiana in this. They swept Purdue. And they need to get their lick back. All right. They need to get their lick back on Iowa, so they are going to. And then in the 2-14 matchup, I pick Kennesaw State. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, oh, you thought I was done? No, I'm not. I'm serious. I think they're dancing all night long. Texas is going to be too sluggish after the Penn State game, and they're not going to take Kennesaw State seriously. Upset alert. Kennesaw State. But that is where it will end. I believe that Indiana will go ahead and spike the punch and send Kennesaw State home early. No Elite Eight for them. Or no Final Four for them. And that'll put Indiana into the Final Four for us. Into the Final Four. And they will join Alabama as the second team in the Final Four. All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Indiana taking the Midwest region. That's how I see it going down. Stay tuned for more. I believe the East region is coming next. So we're going to dive into that. Stay tuned for more.
Having motion ain't a loss, or I'll be pleased when invented that. West side of the shady city and the shady baby where I get it at. Talk smooth, I'll be big cool. We not the logo, authentic caps. Authentic, keep it 100. Never flaw, I can never cap. West side on the whole world till I lay it down, what you know about it. West side on the whole world till I lay it down, what you know about it. Having motion ain't a loss, or homie, please, we invented that. West side of the shady city and the shady baby where I get it at. Talk